This is how you go to war in New Guinea. You fly there. You're leaving an airfield in Port Moresby area, flying back to the valley where your battalion's fighting now. You're flying in a ship of the Troop Carrier Command, C47, the United States 5th Air Force calls it. The tall pilot who's flying you out of here is Colonel Bill Williams. He flew the leading aircraft in the mass paratroop descent at Nadzab in the Markham Valley. More than 1,000 Yanks dropped that day. The first of them fell out of this very plane. Up in front's the squadron's mascot. There's not a tree in New Guinea that dog doesn't know. A troop carrier convoy is leaving this area. You're on your way to join it. You're in formation with the convoy. You know that way up above you, fighters are giving you top cover. Some of the boys have seen all they ever want to see of New Guinea. They'd sooner see kings and aces. And Buster's taken up music. Instead of yelling at each other, you bid by signs. 2 clubs, 2 hearts. You have a visit from the engineer. And he turns up trumps. That's the Owen Stanley Range. You're crossing it now. This is the route you're flying. Over the Owen Stanleys down there runs the Kokoda Trail. A year ago, you stopped the Jap there. You pushed him back over the range in 6 weeks. Now it's a pushover for you in 16 minutes. That's the Kamusi River. And there's the Wairopi Bridge. You buried some of your mates down there. You head northwest towards the Huon Gulf, 150 miles. And you're over Salamaua. The Allies had to flatten it to win it back. Look at the bomb craters. And now you're wheeling over Lae. Down to the sea runs the airstrip. Jap bombers used to take off from here to give you hell. You came in here and gave the Jap hell. And Buster's taken up music again. Buster's given up music again. You fly up the Markham fast and low to avoid the zeros. You go slamming up the Ramu Valley, over native villages and plantations, over the Ramu River itself. You slide into the airstrip at Dumpu, and that's the end of the ride. The enemy is 10 miles away. This is the Allied airstrip nearest to Tokyo. And soon Honeymoon Express will be rolling out of here with a load of wounded, maybe, or men going out on leave. We're seeing you. This is the Ramu Valley. Lovely, deadly. In the native language, Ramu means death. Kunai meadows reeking with malaria with scrub typhus. But Australian soldiers have fought their way 100 miles along it, lived in it, have died in it. Now the war has gone into the Finisterre Range. The 7th Division are fighting the Jap along the razor-backed ridges. The battalion's up there, up near Shaggy Ridge. Your section's going up to rejoin the battalion. The river's running at 8 knots. It can sweep a man away and drown him, but not 8 men. So you make a chain, and you haul each other across. That river was no place for a swim. But this is. Maybe you won't have another bath for weeks. Oh, Buster's taken up music again. Now you can fight in peace. So you hit the trail for the post your battalion's holding. You're in the kunai, the coarse New Guinea grass that grows 10 feet high, that rasps you like sandpaper. The kunai harbours every bug and reptile in the world. Your pack weighs 50 pounds and the grade's 1 in 3. The temperature's over 100 degrees. It's 5 miles airline to Shaggy Ridge. You'll walk 30. This is your 4th campaign. You fought in the Western Desert, in Syria, in the Owen Stanleys. You're veterans, all right. And you feel like veterans. You've climbed 2,000 feet. Okay, Maxie. They're Yanks. On their way to bash the Japs at Madang. A Bung train's going up the line. You couldn't fight the New Guinea War without the Bung. The steady, patient Bung. Carrying his 30-pound load up the mountains, down valleys, across rivers, taking the rations and the ammunition in, taking the wounded out. Now, you're 5,000 feet up among the clouds. You're on the southern end of Shaggy Ridge. This is where the war is. And down the gorges, you hear the Australian and Jap field guns pounding each other. So you come home, back to the post your company's manning. You find some of the boys are missing. It's raining. Here it's always raining. You pitch your tent, you and your mate. You carry half a tent each. The halves join with press tents. Tonight you'll crawl into it under your mosquito net. This is where you live. By jungle standards, this is comfort. Your diet's steady, bully beef. You sniff that savoury odour and your heart aches for the rationed civilians, like Helen does. You're no debutant, but you powder your feet. That's how you ward off tinea. You use insect repellent to keep away the malarial mosquito. And you soak your spare shirt in solution to keep away the mite that gives a man scrub typhus. And you say goodnight to her. So you settle down in camp. All but Maxie. He's on sentry go. So you crawl into your tent and you leave the war to the sentry and to the rain. The night passes and the rain with it. Your section's got a job to do and you start getting ready. In the Australian Army, orders are shave every day, even in the jungle. So you shave. And the corporal grabs a haircut. Using broad leaves as gutters, the natives brought running water to your camp. It's clear, sparkling water, but no jungle water's safe. Blue follows orders. He drops in chlorination tablets. The corporal's had his instructions from the lieutenant. He's going to take the section up. To fight intelligently, every man's got to know what's on. The corporal gives his 7 men the drill. He tells you where you're going, why you're going. Everybody understands what it's all about. You're a team. Right, fellas? So long, you blokes. You're going out on patrol. Your aim is to cut the Jap line of communication. He'll be trying to do that to you. So it's a game of hunting and being hunted. You squelch into the dripping darkness of a rainforest. You travel the slow miles like this. And now it's about time you reported to battalion. so, the corporal gets out the walkie-talkie, pulls out the aerial and says hello. That's all he has to do. Back at battalion, the captain takes the call and the corporal gives your position from map reference. Now you're located. The captain arranges time and place for the dropping of supplies to the patrol. It's another job for your old friends, the troop cans. Right on the dot. Over comes the biscuit bomber. In those packages are bully beef and hard biscuit. But there's tobacco, too. Fast-running rivers tumble down from the range. In a day, you may have to make 10 crossings, waist deep. And there's nearly always a squelching inside your boots. Your feet feel like sponges. You leave the river, come to a swamp. You look around for crocodiles that some float around like logs. Then in you go. You've been warned this is Jap country. There's a Jap post somewhere around here. You come out of the kunai in patrol order. Blue's first, he's the scout. You follow. A Bren gunner, 2 A N gunners, 4 riflemen. You're hunting an enemy you can't see. Jap sniper. Jap strong post. With Tommy gun and bayonet, you've cleaned up the Japs. And now it's all over, you clean up the jungle. Up there on the mountainside is a treetop observation post. It overlooks the Jap positions on Shaggy Ridge. The Japs hold that peak. We're going to blast them off it. Our 25-pounders are 5 miles back. It's 0 hour. Now the air blitz begins. Here come the Warhawks. They strafe the Japs. Now they're bombing. Watch that bomb falling. Our infantry going. They follow the spine of the ridge. Shaggy Ridge. You've arrived among the wreckage of your own bombing and shelling. You dig in. You paid a price, but the victory flare goes up. Objectives attained. And a pilot celebrates with a victory roll. A flying fortress makes a survey flight. There's the ridge. Shell-pitted, bomb-cratered, a battlefield on top of a mountain. And Australians hold it now. You, the Australian soldier, have sweated some more miles of jungle. You've won another battle. In a year, you've advanced 300 miles. You've got 3,000 miles to go. But when the Allies march into Tokyo, you'll be marching in with them.